Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday, let's call it June 7th, and I'm here in the annex with Bebop. Hi, yes, I know. I showed everybody a thumbnail of you eating, and then you got up and came over to the window. So, Bebop still hasn't had her kittens. There are seven, probably seven kittens right in there. This bad boy can hold so many kittens inside. Tap, tap. Um, she she still has some time to go if we just go by the numbers. She could be as much as another. Oh, there's a bird right there on the roof. That's a bold bird. Right, it was, I don't. You might have to rewind to find it. I wasn't looking either, but she noticed. Um, Anyway, going by the numbers, she could have as much as a week still to go and still be within sort of the, understandable range of kitten anatomy. I don't think she's going to go that long. In fact, I was just saying to people on the Discord this morning that I think today is going to be the day, and I'm going to continue to think that every day until she has her kittens. So I'm finally at that point now where it's gone from any minute now to definitely today, unless it's tomorrow. So that's how I feel. Also, we have noticed some additional changes in her behavior. As of yesterday, she started going into her box and messing up all the towels, or as we call it, nesting behavior. So that started yesterday, and she went in there twice and messed up all the towels. And then she came back out and went back to sort of her usual routine. Now, speaking historically, we've seen some mom cats that don't nest at all, and we've seen mom cats that nest several days in advance of the delivery. So that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be today. But it does. Every time her behavior changes, it's another step towards it being the day, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So we're getting closer. Now, on the other hand, she's still eating. She didn't eat as much yesterday as I would have liked. She didn't gain as much weight last night as I would have liked. It's just up just a tiny bit. I really wanted more than that. So here's hoping that she continues to eat this morning and makes up for last night. But she did gain, so we've still got that going for us. She's not losing weight, which that would be a real red flag. Yes, hi. I'm trying to get an angle that shows how pretty you are. You're not making it easy though, are you? That's a pretty good one. Look at the sun in your eyes, so pretty. She likes to have the window open, and it is a perfect temperature right now. It's cool, but pleasant. It's a beautiful day, and it's just going to get a tiny bit too warm this afternoon. But most of the day, it's going to be wonderful. On the other hand, last time that I had the windows open and I mowed the lawn, she got all sneezy, so I don't want to leave it open too much because I'm afraid she probably got some allergies that would turn up. We don't need you to be all sneezy and fighting an allergy at the same time you're having your babies. So, what else can I tell you? She started giving milk several days ago. She started nesting behavior yesterday. What did you see? On the other hand, I was saying that she's, still eating, and yesterday she was even playing, and a fly got in here somehow. I don't know how we got a fly in here, and she was loving that. That was really fun for her. She wanted to catch that fly, and sort of chasing it around the room was a real good time, but it didn't last very long. She didn't catch it, I don't think. I think she just managed to like knock it under the end table and possibly kill it in the process, and it never came back out anyway. So that was the end of that fun, which is good. You know, we don't want her to strain herself trying to chase a fly around the room, even though she's having fun. But she was also playing with her little catnip toy with the strings on it. This one here that came in a recent mailbag. So she's been having a lot of fun with those things. And that's good, I think. And yes, she does. She still jumps up onto her little cat tree and looks out the window and jumps down. And she does that at night too. She just gets up there on her own and just stares out the window. It's one of the things she likes to do. Which is why I went on Wayfair and I found a bench that is perfectly sized to fit under this window, and it was on sale. It was like on crazy sale because I guess it's out of, like, they're not making it anymore and they're just trying to get rid of it, and it was super cheap and it seemed perfect. But it's not showing up until later this week, I guess. So that'll be fun for her when it does, though I'm sure she's not going to get tired of staring out the window just because she has kittens. Also, I think I mentioned that I'm planning on having to supplement her kitten's meals a little bit because I feel like she's probably going to have a hard time keeping up with 7 kittens, and could use some help to make sure that they gain all the weight that they should gain after they're born. So I'm going to make this the class where I start tube feeding kittens, I think. And I'm still a little nervous about it, even though everybody tells me it's so easy to do and much, much safer than not tube feeding, than just using the syringe like we used to. The tube is supposed to be the much safer way. So I'm looking forward to learning that. And I bought the wrong size tubes, it turns out. And yesterday, our vet, Dr. Katz, graciously offered to trade the tubes that I bought for the ones that are the right size. So I ran over to her place yesterday and switched out the tubes. So we're all set on that front. She must have seen a bug right out there. Look at her tail going. She's a hunter. Like, I can tell after she's got her babies out of the way, she's probably going to be super playful. She's just been so excited about every little bug. And I did get out the laser pointer for a minute yesterday, and she really liked that too, but I didn't want her to have to put too much work into it because she is super pregnant right now. But anyway, that's the Bebop update. There's not too much else to say except that, we're all expecting her to deliver her kittens any day now, and she keeps getting closer. And I don't know. Like I said, it's for me. It's going to be every day is going to be the day until it actually is. So we'll see about that. We sure have some birds with some fun songs out there, don't we? I hope you guys can hear that. I don't know what they all are because it's different out here. I mean, we've got obviously some of the same birds that we had back home in Illinois, but also some I don't know at all. Like that thing that was just singing, I don't have the slightest idea. I saw one the other day. I looked online. I guess it was a hooded oriole, um, but I'm just guessing. I really don't know these things too well. It had a fun song though. Well, Bebop, I gotta close the window so we can go look around the other places. I can't leave the window open all the way. I don't even want to leave it open a little bit because you're gonna get allergies. So why don't we end window time? You ready for that? I hope you're ready for that. Watch your noggin. She's like, I don't care about this thing. I'm staying right where I'm at. Oh, now she's gonna try to squeeze out there. It was yellow and black, yeah. Oh, meow. Oh, okay. I know you don't want me to close it. How about if I? Well, this is a pretty solid window. Maybe I can trust her for a few minutes, but don't let me forget to come back up here afterwards and close it. She hasn't shown any sign that she'd try to knock the window out. I don't think she could. Some of our window screens are a little loose, but this one feels tight. All right, let's give her a chance. Oh, I know. I just got to remember to come up here and close it as soon as I'm done with the close-up, because more than that would be too much. You're probably going to stop looking as soon as I leave anyway. That's fine. I'm going to leave my coffee and my headphones in here, and then I have to come right back. Be good. She's like, no, you're going to leave the room. I'm going to get off of this thing. Meow. Talking to me. All right, we'll come back to her. But, hi, Ari. What? What are you saying? You want to tell me about something, buddy? Ari? Ari has such a drawn out meow. I always say that he sounds like somebody is letting the air out of a balloon. You know, like you do where you hold it and it makes that weird noise. But you stretch the end of the balloon out. Anyway, he always sounds like that to me. Here's Smokey. Hi, Smuggo. Ari followed me. But here, who we're really here to see is Acro. Hi, Acro. You want to say something to your fans? Anything else? That's it? Just the one? You've got an eye goober right there. Let me get that. There you go. Acros, he seems like he's feeling pretty good. And I noticed one thing that made me think that he's making some good progress, which is that he was using his weak leg to scratch his ear. Yeah, that felt like progress to me. So I feel like he is getting at least a little bit better. He's still having some trouble getting around, but he's a very happy cat. He's purring. He's purring right now. He's usually got a much bigger purr even than this. And he talks to me a lot too, like he's talking to us now with his little quacks. And and I was mentioning yesterday that I was talking to Dr. Katz about Acro, and she thinks that we should probably just to be extra cautious, we should go in for a neurology consult for him because we've tried everything, literally everything else. So why not try that too? And we will. But I was talking to her about it. She's like, it's not urgent. You know, if it is something neurological, it will wait just fine. So I said maybe it would be best if we did that after Bebop has her kittens. So I'm not worried about it happening while we're gone to the neurologist. So there you have it. Hi, Eddie. Yes, they all want to be part of this. I think that the whole faculty has been really enjoying Acro's time now that he's taken over the master bedroom as his space because we put a litter box in here and I put the food in here. Chocolate chip. Wow. I don't know if it does, but I don't know why I didn't think of that joke. Does that mean a CAT scan? Wow. Why didn't I think of that? It might. It might mean a CAT scan. I don't know what it means though. Anyway, I think that everybody's been really enjoying the fact that Acro's been staying in here. Not just Acro, because we put a litter box and food in the master bedroom. And so now they can all just hang out in here all day. And I think they really like it. I've seen a lot more of Eddie and Ari and Smokey. And in fact, last night we had the entire faculty in here on the bed at one time. Although Maggie got up and went over to the dresser pretty quickly, so it didn't last. I think I got one picture maybe of all of them on the bed together. But still, 5 out of 6 isn't bad either. It's really something else. And so I think everybody, even Acro, is enjoying his time, his convalescent time. Is that what you would call it? I guess. Yes, that's what I would call it. He's feeling really good about it. I think he's probably happier right now than he's been in quite a while, actually. It's good for him. So there you have it. All right, let's go try to find some kittens while we're doing it. Hi, Eddie. I know. Eddie just wants all the affection all the time. It's almost too much to take. He's stuck to me like glue all night long. And not only does he shed a lot, which really sets off my allergies, but he also runs a lot hotter than any other cat. And he's just like a million degrees, and he'll sit on your lap, and it's like burning. He's always been that way, so it's not like he doesn't have a fever or anything. He's just a cat that runs hot. He radiates heat and fur. Anyway, Yeah, so there we go. Let's go down and see the kittens. Wait, let's peek in here real quick again since we're going by. Oh, she's still in the window and she's looking at me. Okay, all right, keep going. Carry on. Oh, hi, Smokey. Didn't we just see you? You came down here to get some water? Okay, it's the same water, you know. Oh, they're out in the cat run. So I've been talking about all the projects I have to get done around the house, and yesterday, hi. So this is Blarney, and that one's Scuttlebutt. That's Scuttlebutt there. Yesterday, I started installing the new wireless system around the house, and I feel like it's been a big improvement already. And it enabled us to run a camera out in the cat run. Now those cameras are they're really bad wirelessly all the time, even if you have the best signal in the world. If you want to try to live stream from these the cameras that we use for the Kitten Academy stream, I've never been able to get a good signal out of them wirelessly, even like if they're right next to the wireless router. This is banter, by the way. It just doesn't work. That's my point. They're old school 2.4 gigahertz, and they've got internal antennas these days. The original ones had the external antennas. They were a little better, but even so, my point being that the upgrade allowed us to get a signal out there, but it's still not a great signal. Nonetheless, the cat run camera is temporary. You can see I've just run a wire for the power out the cat run door temporarily. But it is on the faculty stream for our Discord folks. So that's happening, although, again, it's not a great signal. I'm sure that the video is sort of janky, but it is what it is. And there's Loganberry out there right meow. And also, I just saw Gabby's head. She's got to be out there. Hang on. There she is. Hi, Gabby. And which one is that just ran out there? Is that Blarney? I mean, Banter? I think it's Banter, but it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell even for me if I'm just looking at the camera. Oh, that looks like Banter. No, it looks like Blarney. No, it looks like Banter. Oh my goodness. Well, we'll figure it out. Anyway. Gabby has been tearing at her suit just like Taylor used to do. It might be a little hard for you to tell, but especially around the back end, she started to tear it up a bit. But we've got to hope it hangs on, because if we take the suit off, then she's going to tear up her stitches. And we don't want that. The only alternative, of course, is to just put the cone of shame on her. I don't think she realizes that those are her options. Either she wears the suit or she gets the cone of shame. I think if you could tell a cat something like that, she would just put up with the suit. She'd be much happier about it. But there's no way to get her to realize that's the situation, so she tears at her suit. We'll see. I've already got a replacement one. This is the last one I had in this size, because it is the same size that Taylor used. The same size that most of our mom cats wear. It's the Sudicale, and it is the 2XS, the XXS size. So they've got, it's sort of their middle size for cats, because they have an extra small, they have an extra extra small, and then they have an extra 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 small. And so she's on the extra extra small. And so was Taylor, and so are most of the mom cats that we have. That's pretty average size for a small adult cat, like most of the moms are. So my point was, though, that Taylor tore up our supply of those. So this was our last one, and now I've got more on order. I just hope it lasts until the ones that we've got on order come in. I think it will. They're going to come in this week, and I think it'll last that long. Yes, and you won't even need it much longer than that. So really, the new supply is for whoever's next, more than it's for her. Anyway, I'm surprised that she and Logan are sort of existing in the same space there, but I also know Logan probably wants to come in and can't get past her. This goes to my point. I was talking about how we've got somebody over here who's about to unplug the camera. This goes to my point about how any good cat run should have two entrances and exits. That way, one cat can't sit in the way of another cat and sort of prevent them from coming in or out when they really want to, which is something for us to work on. Another one of my projects I was talking about needing to do is expand the cat run. And so that you guys know, I mean, I'm still sort of in the planning phase. I know, yes, you are under my leg now. I can't move that way. I was going to show you guys the porch and what I'm thinking of. There we go. Okay. So you can see our cat run is basically like a rectangular box that's about oh, there's Maggie's out there too. Basically the size of an adult standing up, and then I don't know, maybe 5 feet by, I don't know, it's like 3 feet almost, probably not quite. Um, So my plan, I think, is to sort of just build it out in the same basic shape, like rectangular kind of shape, towards the edge of the deck, and then along the deck. And what I think I'll do is have it end where the stairs are, so you can still go out, but continue on this side and put a bridge over the top, so you have sort of an arch. The cats can go over the top of the arch. You can go out, and then have it continue up towards this wall, and put another cat door in, either here at the bottom. Yeah, but I guess it would have to go at the bottom under the windows. And that way you can have a cat run that has two entrances, one over in the sunroom and the one here. That's the basic plan that I'm planning on doing. So we'll see, though, if I can find time to make that all happen. I've got so many things on the books right now. And yes, so this part of the cat run that they're all in was sort of I shouldn't say pre-made. You buy it I bought it off Amazon. It comes with these panels already made, and then I had to paint it all, and you got to put it together. And there's no bottom. I bolted it to the deck, which makes a perfect bottom. That really worked out. And then I had to build this little section myself to connect to the house, and obviously put the cat door in the wall. So this part, though, was sort of a prefab, yes, and it's not bad, it's not great, it's a little bit flimsy, but it's good enough to hold the cats in, which is good. I'll probably end up replacing some parts of it when I do the project, so we'll see about all that. But anyway, that's enough about the cat run. I don't know, the kittens were all just playing with my feet, and then they ran off while I was talking. It's nice to see these two hanging out together and being friendly. I think Gabby's a little less likely to start trouble now that she's got the suit on. I think it's sort of it's constraining her in more ways than one. That's a side benefit as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, wow, they are probably right on the little cat run camera that we've got going. So, all right, well, what else can I tell you guys? These kittens are scheduled for their follow-up vaccines on the 8th, which is tomorrow. So they'll be gone for some of the day tomorrow. Fingers crossed, that's not the exact time that our mom cat decides to deliver, I hope. If it is, I'm only about half an hour away at the most. So if there were sort of an emergency, I could head back and be here in 30 minutes, which isn't bad. Any mom cat can handle the first 30 minutes of her labor without my help. In fact, most of them can handle all of it without my help. But it's good to be there just in case something does go, against the plan, I should say. Sometimes things do go that aren't according to the plan. There have been a couple times when we have taken mom cats to the vet, need it or not. There was who was it that delivered in the car and did just fine? We took her in because we thought that things weren't going well, and then by the time we got her back home, she delivered her kittens. Fable, thank you. Yes, I've got trouble with names. That was Fable. Yeah, we thought that she was having some issues, and we finally decided to call it. And we put her in the carrier and put her in the car. And as we were driving to the vet, she delivered two of her kittens. And if I remember right, she delivered the third one on the way back home. And we got to the vet checked her out. The vet's like, she's fine. She's going to have a third kitten. Take her home. And then we had the third kitten on the way back. So it was that was an adventure. she's not the only one. We did have a mom cat that actually needed the emergency trip to the vet, but we don't need to get into that. Point being that even if she decides that the best time to go into labor is exactly when I'm gone at the vet with these kittens, I can get back in plenty of time to make sure that everything is managed. And of course, that would be just what a cat would do, wouldn't it? So this is Scuttlebutt. I'm sorry, nope, this is Blarney. That's Scuttlebutt. And this is Blarney and and Banter. Banter, Blarney, Scuttlebutt. And they already have approved adopters, and I know that Banter's adopter is probably renaming her to Penelope Olivia, which is a great name if you ask me. It's like I don't know the phrase I'm looking for. It's just so like over the top that it's perfect for a crazy little kitten like she is. And then I also heard that one of them, gosh, I can't remember. Is it Blarney that's getting renamed to like Tornado or something? I know somebody on the chat's gonna know. So some of the adopters do rename the kittens, and some keep the names that DJ has given them, and that's fine. Either way, although people that do rename them have to expect that a lot of the times on the chat or people that knew their original names are going to kind of stick with it because that happens. Yeah, okay, I guess maybe, yep, I guess that's right. People are saying that's right. Blarney's name is possibly going to end up being Tornado, which is, I don't know. I mean, you've seen the way that Blarney plays. She can be a real tornado. Penelope Olivia, get down from there. It's gonna be a great name for like yelling at the cat and stuff. It's a fan. I love it. I really love Penelope Olivia. That's gonna be your name, Banter. Such a cute name. It's just really over the top, ostentatious. Can you say that about a name? I think you can. All right. Well, I guess that cat run camera must be paying off right now for people that can see that on the Discord. Even though, like I said, the signal's not great, so it may be a little weird, but what are you going to do? At some point, if I do eventually get around to this cat run expansion project, I'll get an outdoor camera and put it in there, just like we did for the old one back home in Illinois. I shouldn't say back home. It makes it sound like I'm not really accepting my life here in Connecticut, and I am. I love it here. But at the old house, I should say, we put outdoor cameras in the cat run, and we'll have to do that here too in the long run. No pun intended. I guess the long run would be after I build it and make it longer. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining us this morning and for watching the cats and the kittens. And some of you listen to me ramble. I appreciate all of that. And we're coming up on 30 minutes, and I'd like to try to make these shorter than that even. I know not everybody has the time, but you can always, put it on the background, just watch the cats and not even listen. That's always a good plan too. Whatever works for you. Or just tune into the regular Kitten Academy live stream right here on YouTube. That will let you watch some kittens all the time, or at the very least, keep an eye on our mom cat Bebop upstairs and see when she's actually going to deliver those kittens. Uh, and then, of course, if you are a Patreon, I've said this before, I haven't said it in a while, so it probably would be good to say. If you're a Patreon of ours, if you sort of donate to us via Patreon, and if you are doing that and you are not also on our Discord, you are doing yourself a disservice because almost all the benefits for the Patreons these days come through the Discord that is only accessible to people through our Patreon. So if you're on one, definitely make sure you get onto the other, even if you don't want to chat with anybody. Lots and lots and lots of the people that are on our Discord aren't there to do any chatting. They just sort of watch what's going on and keep an ear out for the announcements, and that's fine. But if you're a Patreon, definitely hop onto the Discord because that's how you find out about almost everything that we do that's a benefit for those folks. And I should say those folks are a great benefit for us. So thank you all so much for that. I guess that's about it. Lots to get done today, so I might as well get to it. Whoa, watch that step. That first step's a doozy. What did I say about chewing on your suit? Gabby, 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 if you keep doing that, you're going to get the cone of shame. Yeah, yeah, I'm talking to you. You want the cone of shame? Because we can make that happen. I got a cone. I even have some really humiliating cones. I've got some funny ones that look like lion's manes and stuff. You want that? You would not like that. They weigh 1,000 pounds. I think Loganberry's still trying to figure out how he can get past her. Gabby, Gabby, come on. I know I'm wrapping this up. I should mention Gabby loves being out in the cat run so much that the last 2 days, when I want to put her up in her room, I've had to actually go outside and bribe her with treats through the fence. I give her a treat through the fence so she knows I have treats, and then I come inside and try to lure her inside with more treats. Otherwise, she doesn't want to come in. She just wants to live out there in the cat run. It's cute, but she also makes me do a lot of work when it's time for her to come in. Anyway, all right, enough of that. Thanks, everybody. Thank you so much. We've gone on plenty long enough. And, Bebop Watch continues. Like I said, it's every day is going to be the day now. Thanks, everybody.